guys, welcome once again to this channel. So today we're gonna be talking about. Well, before we go ahead, if you're not subscribed, click on the subscription button down below, like and comment on our videos. The more you like our videos, the more YouTube recommends them. So today we're gonna be talking about this tape that's original straight notice put up about Arionne her bashing Martell. I know we all remember this incident. This happened back last year when Martell just newly announced his relationship with Sheree, and she came
Mhm.
online and posted a lot of their emails, their secret emails and everything, trying to prove that Martell was lying, trying to prove that relationship was a fake relationship. Now Straight No Chasers has released the phone call she had with Arionne. There's one thing I feel like she really releasing all these phone calls. I feel like because they've fallen out, she's now going hard on her Arionne. But before we can talk about Arionne, I don't know. Firstly, not quite long I saw the trailer for Love and Marriage Huntsville, the return. And I say I was perplexed. I was like, I can't wait for the season to come. I was happy. I was glad. I don't know. Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I watched the trailer, and if I could say it looks a little juicy there. I mean, it's just like a lot going on, and I have
Yeah.
questions. I have questions. So
Ex-
yeah, I seen it. My mouth was open almost the whole time.
exactly. I was watching it like some. And I didn't know that it was out. Someone told me like go on watch on TV. The trailer was out, and I went there and I just kept on shaking. And I was like, "What the hell was this?" Like it seems that this part they kept all the juicy details, all the fun parts for the second part.
Yeah,
That was how that was how I felt. I was like, where were the storylines? Why did they bring it in the first half?
exactly. But I guess they had to build up, to the
Yeah,
the next season. Because I mean,
and also build up for the reunion.
yeah, I was just seeing all kind of scenes, like from different people on marriage, love and marriage Huntsville. I'm seeing all these different scenes, and I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? You know, it was just wild.
Oh my god. And I want to see what made, as in, we know Nell Fletcher literally had a fight with Martell. I want to see how the fight literally went when the episode airs. Like, I am waiting. Like, I can't wait for the season to start. And it's going to be starting on the 16th of September.
September,
That's,
right?
yeah, that's next month, right?
Yeah, that's soon.
Yeah, that's soon. So I can't wait for the 16 to come because the other lover marriages are not doing it for me that much. So I can't wait for this to come to see how. And it was fun seeing that Melody was cordial with all the wives.
Right.
As in, like, it was really fun to see that she's cordial with all the wives, irrespective of whatever is going on, whatever they talk about her. She's cordial with all of them. Did you
Hmm.
also see the fact that probably Marsau was alleging that Tisha has stepped out on him?
Yeah. And
Oh,
I was like, okay, well, wait a minute, hold up. When was this and how you know, and then the part where she says, well, I only feel this way when I'm late. And then he goes, late. And she goes, yeah, so I took a pregnancy test. He goes, take a blood test. How are you going to get
yeah.
pregnant? And I had a vasectomy. Like, okay, the plot thickens. you know?
Hmm. Like, I was
Jeez.
like, oh, wow. He had the guts to be serious acting that did you step out on me? Like, you have stepped out on her so many times.
Exactly.
right? And you are asking that question. What right do you have to ask the question exactly? What right?
Exactly. I mean, it was just wild that episode. That trailer. It was just
Man,
I couldn't keep my
I
eyes
I,
off of it. I should have played it a couple
li-
times.
I literally can't wait, right? I
Yeah.
can't wait for I literally cannot wait for the trail for the season to start, for me to start getting more info, for me to start understanding
What's
what
really
is
going
going
on?
on.
Because it looked like Kiki had like a whole bunch of information that she knew
Mm-hmm.
of, and she was like ready, like, hey, I'm just gonna sit here on the table. So I'm very interested to find out what's going on.
And did you also see Martell wearing the ring that Melody gave him back in the day, saying he has hope, he has faith? What
Yes.
faith are you having? Like, where?
Yes, and even bought her flowers.
Oh,
He even bought her a bouquet of
if
flowers.
delusional has a name,
Yeah,
if
it's
delusional was a
sometimes.
person, that would be Martell.
Yeah, I mean, he wants her back. I mean, nobody has been able to measure up.
Wants what's bad because he sees her prospering, making it, shining, living life. Now you want to come and contaminate her with all the debts on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he messed up, and he's been out there searching for another melody. There's only one melody. You know what I'm saying? So he's not
That
gonna
that you know
find it.
that's what he doesn't realize, that there's only one melody at the end of the day.
Yeah,
There'll be no other melody out there. There's no other melody. There's no other personality like melodies out there. Everybody has their own individuality. So at that
exactly.
time when he was in there, he was thinking there was better outside. And now that he has gone out, he has found out that there wasn't. Like, look at the way. What? In fact, I love this poster. They're all looking like. Mm, they are looking like something I want to buy.
Yeah, this picture to me kind of brings out their personality. If you look
Mm-hmm.
at Martell, you see he looks like he's always in the shit. You know what I'm saying? He's always in the mess. You look at Kimmi, she looks, like a stellar wife. I would be there to cook and clean and, you know, take your bull. You look at
Mm-hmm.
Melody, she looks like I'm unbothered. Yes, I'm in the front. I'm wearing the
I'm a
red.
boss. I'm a
Yeah,
boss lady.
that's right. I'm the boss. You look at Marsau, and he got that same snarl on his face that he normally has. You know, like he know he up to no good, and he just trying not to get caught. That's that look to me. You look at uh,
Well, by the way, why did they put Marsau at the back when his wife is here? He could have been standing close to his wife. Why did they put Latisha close to Latisha and
the
Martell?
Maurice. Yeah, well, she's
No,
close
Latisha and Martell.
I mean, you're talking about why did they
I'm talking
put
about the arrangement of the picture.
right,
Melody is on her own because yes, she's single.
right.
Martell is with Latisha. Maurice is with his wife Kimmi. Why Marsau is on his own? Why is that?
Yeah,
I feel
well,
like
I'm just wondering why Latisha ain't back there with Marsau.
exactly, like I don't understand. I don't understand the arrangement. I don't,
Well, I
but at
mean,
the end of the day,
maybe that's giving us a clue to what's gonna happen this season. Because let's not
mhm,
forget that that little clip that we seen with Mel telling Marceau, yeah, I'm not crying, but you gonna be crying when your own wife don't even cry after she leave your butt.
mhm.
So maybe this is just a kind of like preview of what we're gonna see. More division.
Well, it seems like this Houston trip was where it all happened. I heard a lot of people saying that Houston trip was mad, but now that I'm saying it, it was really mad. That trip was
Mhm.
tripping a lot of people. and
Yeah, my
and I'm glad that
goodness.
they are calling Marsau for who he is in this second part. That he loves in putting himself when women's business is always there. Like when it's about women, he's there. He puts himself there every time.
Yeah, and Maurice too. He's starting to do that. I mean, not Maurice, but Marcel also. You know, he seems like he's starting to stick his nose in a little bit where it really doesn't belong. You know, he talks for Tisha. You know, he's Tisha's mind. You know, Tisha's not allowed to use her own brain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
come up with her own dialect.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's just controlling. You know,
Well,
but hopefully she'll
I
have a little bit more to say this season.
yeah, I'm hoping that she will talk a lot this season. Like I am literally anticipating this season to start off. I can't wait for the 16th of next month. I can't wait for the 16th of next month. Well, let's go ahead to the main topic for today,
Okay.
and that's Arion literally exposing Mattel. I know we all know about this information when it came out last year,
Mhm.
and I know you watched. Did you watch the YouTube video where they played the tape?
Where they did what?
Did you watch the YouTube video
Yes, I watched the video where she was talking about
talking about
the
Sheree, talking about
emails,
blasting
yeah,
him and
yeah,
a
the
lot of
texts,
things?
the
What?
emails, her changing her phone
Yeah,
number. She's talking about her son Knox. Yeah, I
yeah.
watched that. I watched it.
Well, there are some things I wanted to pick to like. Let's talk about. Firstly, I want to talk about the fact that she was talking about Sheree and Mattel's relationship. She sounded jealous to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sounded like someone that was scorned. Like you literally wasted your time with this guy, and he's out there with another man. And the fact that she was kind of age shaming Sheree, trying to say she's old and those kind of things. And I'm like, she is more beautiful than you, even if she's older than you. She's wealthy than you. She's more known than you. What is it that you have that she wants to be jealous of? That you are ranting all those things about her and feeling sad. But before we go ahead, I want to play the particular side where um I thought like, okay, where she age shamed Sheree.
No, it's not. And Martell's ignorant as fuck. And Martell, you saying that shit, but that means you somewhere mad because she gonna be 60 pretty soon, so you better pipe the fuck down and take care of her now, so when she get up there, she can still walk. Look, that
I don't understand why she had to age shame Sheree. Because I believe that she too one day will get to that age.
Yeah, and then let's find out what you look like when you get to that age. You know, everybody
Exactly.
does.
She's
Everybody
beautiful
doesn't.
for her age.
Yeah, everybody doesn't age gracefully. You know, you don't. Everybody doesn't. You know, and I like to see what Arionne's gonna look like when she gets in her 50s. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think Sheree's beautiful. You know,
She
she's
no,
beautiful. She
Sheree is
has
beautiful for her age.
yeah,
She
has
is.
yeah, she has herself together. Her body's tight. You know,
And
she's
she works out a lot to keep her body tight.
yeah, you know, she has a nice place.
Like,
You know, I don't know what she does for a living besides the She by Sheree. I don't know how well that's going. I don't know how she gets her money. You know, I don't know if she just pays property taxes for her house because she bought the materials to buy the house. She bought the land. You know what I'm saying? She bought the materials
mhm.
to buy the house. So Is she just paying property taxes, once a year or every 6 months? You know, to me, she seems like, look, she's aging gracefully. She's beautiful, and to me, she got it going on.
Yeah,
Every woman should aspire to be somewhere near that.
exactly.
But
And
I do believe that Arionne is a little jealous, because whether this is a ploy or not, Martell is still spending that time, you know,
exactly.
and leaving
Whatever.
her behind. Yeah, leaving her
Mhm.
behind watching Knox all the time.
Even
So
if she says, "Oh, he's old, she's old." Oh, he left your young ass to go spend time with an old woman. Is that not something for you to sit down and think about?
yeah, but I
You're
mean,
saying that he will be complaining, but he left your young ass at home to go spend time with a young woman. He left you the young lady and went to spend time with the old woman. I felt like I feel sometimes whenever this kind of things comes out about Arione, I've already said it some one. I think one of the videos I did, I said she talks before she thinks.
right?
That's what I've realized about Arione. When you listen to the way she talks, she's just someone that she just talks and talks and talks and talks without taking a moment to think and say, what am I saying? What is going to be the effect of this thing? She just wants you to, feel the pain she's feeling without thinking and saying, how is this going to affect the other person? How are they going to react? She just wants to hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, I get it that she's hurt and everything, you know, but she keeps putting herself in the same situation. She's the one who's
Mhm.
sitting there watching the kid all the time. She doesn't have free time. She can't go out with her friends and hang out and do what 31, 32-year-old young women do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she may not have the ability to, you know, have somebody that she can trust to watch her son while she goes out, you know? So she's stuck in the house basically being a mom 24/7, it seems like, except for
Yeah,
when
while Marcel is
Martell
having
comes.
fun.
Yeah, except for when Martell comes and he dangles his damn carrots in front of her face. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it seems like he gets to come in and out of her household as he pleases, Like, hey, I'm gonna come over and, you know, we're gonna hook up
But
for
she's the one that created that chance. She's the one that created that
well,
allowance for
yeah,
him to come in and out whatever
exactly.
time he pleases, however he pleases. She gave that
That
leeway for
space to
him.
him. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he had his own key to the door.
So there's something that they always tell me. They say, don't start what you cannot finish.
Yeah.
Because once you start something, just know that you have to see it to the end.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. So that's why they always ask you to start things in the way that and the speed that you can't control. Don't start because you see others starting it and be like, okay, I want to get into this. Start in your own pace so that by the time it gets tougher as the days start going further and you are not you don't know, you might not be able to control that weight or the way you started. So make sure you start something that you can finish.
Right.
And
Exactly.
what even made me laugh, I want to play this part where
Okay.
she talked about the fact that any day, anytime, Martell will come back to her.
About me because I disappointed myself. This ain't about you because I know right now if I call you and make up, we can fuck today. He will always do what I allow him to do, man. That's true. Always. That's true. That's very true. Because I think I was like, he talking about it's just business. And I was like, you look pretty comfortable to me, Mr. Holt.
This mentality she has, like she's saying that Martell can go ahead, sleep with whoever he wants to sleep with, but he's gonna come back to her, he's still coming to her. And I'm like, that's the same mentality that puts you in the shit that you are in. Because he kept you at one corner and stayed in his marriage, coming back to you, you felt like you were this princess.
Hmm.
You felt like you were this important personality. You felt like you were important. But it kept you on a hanging. And this statement, like, it pissed me off because I hate people that talk like this, saying that, oh, he has he comes back to me every single time. He at the end of the day, is my pussy is coming to fuck at the end of the day. Like, what glory do you see in that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand how you can allow yourself to be a side chick for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? No commitment,
Mhm.
no promise. You know, I'm being hidden. We haven't went on vacations. You know what I'm saying? We're not out in public together. We're always
Yeah.
either in my apartment or we're sneaking around. I don't understand that. And 7 years is a long time. She could have went to college and got a
Mhm.
AA and a doctor's degree, and she could have did a lot of stuff with that time. You know, but she wasted it on Martell to be a side chick. Okay, now she's upset because he's having this relationship, whether it be you know uh, for a storyline, you know uh, a, a bag or whatever, or it's a, a, a another chick that he's with, which is Sheree. you know is he going to be faithful to anybody really? I don't think he can be faithful. So yeah, he's gonna come back and forth wherever they let him, whatever playground is open, he's gonna come and play.
Mm.
That's how I look at it.
I even remember at that time when this thing was going on, there was Shadrim posted about it, and Shadrim said, "Okay, hashtag Martell Holt and Sheree Whitfield were recently spotting getting their stretch in on an Atlanta park. Sheree's pop goatee was also in attendance, and the two shared a smile on their show." Immediately, she went on the comment section. I was like, "Damn, I hate I had a baby by this N word. If you all only knew, he just ate me from back the day before yesterday, literally licking my asshole, talking about it's just business, asking, do you want me to stop talking to her? LOL. You look good and comfortable, Mr. Holt. Don't come for me. I got the footage from my ring camera of that night." Now my question is,
Mhm.
all these things went on. You exposed Mattel. You came out and been like, oh, he ate your ass before he went and met up with Sheree. He told you it was a business deal, it's for business and whatnot. We understand. My question is, why till today? That this happened 2022.
Right.
We're in 2023, almost getting to the end of 2023, and you are still with this guy. You still supported him when the revenge P thing came up. You went on Instagram live supporting him. This same person, throughout this call you had with original straight chaser, you were literally abusing, calling him a bitch, calling him a blah, saying a lot of things about him. I don't understand how you will call somebody all those names, blast the person in the way you blasted Martell, and still tell me in 9 months after, or let's say 6 months after this event, you are still with the guy. Please make it make sense because I don't understand.
uh, all I can say is, maybe sometimes love makes you do some crazy things. You know, maybe he has a gift of gab. He can talk the panties off of any girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And he keeps coming back, with same promises, that I'm not gonna hurt you. This is only business. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I heard something about Martell said something about he's not really with Sheree. He's helping her build a pool in her backyard because he pulled
Yeah.
the building codes and all this stuff and trying to help her get the swimming pool in the backyard. You know, like, dude, you were changing in her bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know if they're dating or, have a sexual relationship, you know, it's really not my business. I really don't care personally,
Yeah.
but, they got it out there like that. So I'm a comment what I feel. So I don't know, if it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, if your playground is open, he's a kid. He wants to play. So he's going to play wherever it's open at.
And the fact that even with the Sheree, he publicly announces her, he always tries to go back to Melody. But you that is out here talking, ranting, he has never for once accepted, both in interviews, anywhere, that you and him have anything still going on. Isn't it
Hmm.
time for you to just hang up the boot and say, you know what? I'm done with this bull.
Yeah, he'll never be done. Honestly, he lustens too much. That is his problem. You know, he lusts after different women. And like I said, now since he's like this reality celebrity,
Yeah.
women approach him. He ain't even got to look for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, reality TV has made it easier for him to do what he wants to do. This is a big playground out here.
Mm. I also remember the time he was trying to do that rebranding stuff where he was trying to rebrand himself. He was going for so many interviews trying to paint himself in a good light. And when he also did the upscale stuff, you know, and this thing here, this outing here, he just said a lot of bull about Melody, how Melody was not a good mom, how he is the better father and whatnot.
Hmm.
Now she spoke about the rebranding. Actually, let me just play what she said about the rebranding.
No, no, you try to rebrand yourself, but don't try to rebrand yourself and try to still bring me down in the process. Like Martell, what do you mean? Like, I know that's crazy as hell because he felt like Melody was doing that to him, but now he trying to do that to you. Like hell no. And whole time, Melody probably was walking with her head held high, not thinking about Martell Holt. Mm-hmm. He always got to make it about him. She got moved the fuck on if I think about him, and that's just to come out the most. Yeah.
You know what I like what she said here? I love the ending part where she said, um, the fact that Melody might have been raising her head high, not thinking about Martell Holt when she was doing all those things, when he went around talking about how Melody is trying to turn into his image to uplift herself. With her own mouth, she said Melody might not even been thinking about him while she was doing that, trying to uplift herself, trying to make herself better in life. But in Martell's mind, Melody was trying to bring him down because he realized that at the end of the day, she was a wonderful woman who he missed out on.
Right.
Now, asking myself, if the side chick could see that Melody became better when she decided to push Martell away, and she's not thinking about Martell, she doesn't reason Martell, she doesn't feel anything about Martell, then why don't you take the lessons from her and move on? he said she realized, if the full tape, she was like, he realized that Martell doesn't want anybody to none of the ladies to move on. And I can remember the time he told Melody that there's nobody that will want to date her with kids. He wants to put them in that cage of, I have you by my side, I can control you, I can tell you what I want you to do. You move, I want you to move, you move. He tried it with Melody, he didn't get it. So why don't you take a lesson, take a page from the book of Melody and say, let me just try it and leave this guy to his devices. Let him do what he wants to do. Let me do me. She was here ranting that he doesn't allow her to do her. It's not Martell's fault you're not doing you. It's, I don't like blaming women a lot, but when it comes to Arionne,
Mhm.
it's bad. I listened to this tape and I was like, it's bad. Is
Yeah,
bad, and I can do nothing. No, I can't do but to blame her in a certain way, because I feel like she allowed herself to be in this situation for so long. You are seeing all the signs for you to leave. One moment when the guy offends you, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm pissed off. I'm gonna pop off, and I'm gonna leave you. Bye, guy. Bye, boy." Then the next week you are like, oh, Martell, my love, we can never be parted. We are how?
uh,
Then you tomorrow when he fucks up and he publicly announces another girl, you come up online and be like, yeah, Martell is this, Martell is that, Martell is this. If he
yeah.
cannot publicly announce you, isn't it high time for you to publicly announce yourself and move on?
You would think, but Martell has that clout that she's looking for. I mean, because like, who would she really be without Martell? Besides Martell, baby, sidekick, mama. You know what I'm saying? So the more she deals with him, and the more stuff she has to talk about regarding him, every time he lets her down, which is going to be every time, because Martell doesn't go by anybody's playbook. He has his own playbook in his head, and that's what he's going to go by. He doesn't have a man like that. If you're going to be single, be single. But if you're going
Yeah.
to start off married and then start being a whore, then you need to divorce and go ahead and do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then don't
Mm-hmm.
keep, when you see me shining, I don't need you over here like breathing my fresh air. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm supposed to be the one who got away, you know. So, yeah, he knows he fucked up, you know. And
Yeah.
Melody, she did what a woman is supposed to do. You're supposed to step back, regroup, get your mind together, get your body together, get your paper right, and push on. Like, how would Melody be if she was the one who kept letting Martell back in? She'd be a wreck by now, wouldn't she? She would. She'd be a wreck. Trying to keep on loving on somebody who don't want to be loved on. Or at least not by you, by everybody else though. So
Yeah.
she did the best thing. She's an example of how women can bounce back. Everybody talk about get your lick. Well, everybody talk about get your lick
Yeah.
back. Everybody talk about get your lick back. That's the best lick back right there.
Mm,
See what I'm saying? Is to get
exactly.
yourself together. And then
Exactly.
never darken those dark streets anymore. Always go where the light is. you know? Stay in
Mm-hmm.
the light, stay in the light. Don't
And
let nobody get you down.
yeah, yeah. Well, one one part that I felt like one part that I felt like, wow, I think at this moment I don't have any single respect for Arionne was when she talked about the kids. Let me play this part, then we can have a chat about it.
He told me, I don't know. He said 5 kids is too much. Nay, everybody up here talking about my son, so this and that. Knox was trying to train me for Milani. How is 5 kids too much when you got 4 over that bitch already? They your motherfucking kids, nigga. And then the thing about it is, man, Knox and Milani right there hit tit for tat. Tit for fucking tat. Tit for tat. They're a year apart, so whatever she can do, he can do. Yes. He taught her how to. He showed her to go to the potty. Not to tell Martell, not tells us when he want to go potty. My son turns 2 in December. He's been potty trained since January, Nay. Mm-hmm. So people want to say all this shit about Knox. No. Knox.
Now, I couldn't play the full parts about of the kids, but let's talk about it. There were like few things I picked up from the when she talked about the child. The fact that one, she lied, saying that her son nurse potty trained sugar mama. I was like, where is your evidence? Don't come out here telling us something without evidences. Just because you want to prove a point. And just like I say, she talks without thinking. Now you come out and say, Martell, Melody has the kids for 1 week, Martell has the kids for 1 week. So for 1 week straight, Martell has the 4 kids from Melody. And when it comes to you, I remember the time she came outside and was making mouth and saying that, oh, her and Martell have good co-parenting. I think at that time, Melody and Martell had an issue, whether they were in court then about the custody thing and whatsoever. She came outside and was like, her and Martell have good custody, they are very good co-parenting, they co-parent in a nice way, the kind of thing, trying to hype Martell up, that Martell was a good father. Now you are here, you are being exposed that Martell only has your kids maybe 1 or 2 days in a week. And when you ask, is always complaining that having 5 kids at a time is too much for him. Then the only person he can dispose of is your own child.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it enough for you to think? For your own child's sake, you come in to say, you know what? Me and my child will not be treated in that way. Just because my kids are not from Melody doesn't make my child any more less than her kids.
Well, yeah, less deserving of his time.
At this moment, she should have stood her ground. But instead, she came online, and I think this thing happened. This call must have happened. This call, not even must. It happened after. It happened before this custody. After this custody case. So you are coming outside telling us that Martell you and Martell have good co-parenting, but he tells you that he can't keep his son for more than 2 days because having 5 kids in the house is too much. You know what? I would have fought with you tooth and nail if you ever tell me my child is any less than probably all your other children, because that is already like it's gonna be traumatizing for the guy, for the son. Because
Mm-hmm.
to realize your father always has his other 4 children with him for a week straight, why you only have 2 days of a week with him. When
All
he
right.
starts growing up, he will start questioning himself, what's going on? Why am I different? That's how we start. Does my
Yeah.
dad don't love me like he loves them? The disintegration starts. From there you might start noticing that the child starts hating on the other children because it feels like probably they're getting more love
Right.
from their father than him. At that moment, if Arionne wouldn't have sense, I don't think she would ever have at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's really an unfortunate situation for Knox, because I feel like he deserves, equal time with his dad. But that's up to Martell to do. Martell doesn't have, it doesn't seem like he's the type of person who knows how to control a bunch of kids, at one time. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you have four, what's the difference between four and five? It really isn't, especially being a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no different. I mean, they all eat breakfast, they all eat lunch, they all have to take naps. Then they all get playtime. Then we eat dinner. Then you get your wound down time. We'll get movie time, story time. Bath time, then bedtime. You know what I'm saying? It's easy when you got a schedule. Because kids like schedules. Is when you let them have free will, is when you can't control them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know because I've raised kids, and yeah, we had a schedule because in between that schedule, I got my little breaks, whether it was to wash some clothes or wash up these dishes real quick. It was time where I kind of had a time to kind of think, about my next moves. So it just
Yeah.
doesn't seem like he's equipped, to have so many children around him at one time, you know? And it's really sad because, like I said, Knox is kind of missing out, because he needs his father's attention too. He's a little boy, you know, and I kind of blame it on Arionne too, because she's not getting it written down or written out or any type of um, custody with him as far as like the time that you're supposed to spend or you should be spending with your son. If you're not going to have him but 2 days a week, and then at least on a third day when it's your week when you ain't got none of the kids, come and get him and make him feel like he's somebody special for a day or two during the week when you're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? When you don't
Yes.
have the other kids.
The,
Make it
the,
make sense, Make it make sense.
hmm. I literally watching this episode, I just told myself that I this lady can never, if she could stoop this low after
Hmm.
all this and still come in support of Martell whenever he has issues, come outside and say how good of a father he is, how good of a man he is, how kind of a man he is, then she has a
Right.
problem that is beyond repair.
Oh yeah.
That is beyond even your other child, the second child she has, Paris, stays with the father like that. Has they share custody like it does it for I think they do it during the school year. She's with him, she's with her. Then after school year, she's with the father. You do that with your first child's father, and you cannot do that with Martell, but you still allow him anytime he comes over and asks you to open your legs, you open your legs.
Yeah.
Anytime he comes over and say, please go online and support me and tell people that this is a lie, we're just playing, you do that for him. Anytime rumors are passed about around about him, he tells you, please come online and talk about me in a good way. You do that for him. Then tomorrow he shits on your face. You come outside and be like, oh, he's a bad guy. He blah 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 blah. At this point, everybody knew that I'm sorry, Sheree's relationship with Martell was fake. I knew from the first instant, from the first day I saw the picture. From the first day I saw that picture, I knew that that relationship was a fake.
Oh yeah.
But what I thought to myself was like, if he can even publicize a fake relationship and not your authentic relationship as you claim, He always comes back to you relationship. He can never leave me. He does what I say relationship. He cannot publicize you. That's already a enough warning to tell you leave this relationship. Who wants to ever be in a relationship where you're not public? Who wants to be in a relationship where you have to be hiding? Nobody wants to. It's not like you are in a you are in a gay relationship. Let's say okay, fine. You don't want people to know that you're gay or something like that. I will understand that kind of relationship. You're not in that kind of situationship. You're not in this kind of relationship where we say okay, fine. Maybe they're hiding because of public sentiment and the rest. You are in a very straight relationship. So why should he still be hiding you?
Girl, he got her in
After
the cooler. He got her in the
this
cooler on the
is
back
this is
shelf.
like this is this is 4 years is in no, is it 3 years is in since he divorced Melody, right?
Uh-huh.
This should be the third year or so since he divorced Melody. And he has not one day come and say, see Arion, she's my girlfriend, my wife to be, my fiance, or whatever label you want to put on it. He has never, ever done that.
Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna happen. He keeps her on the back shelf in the cooler, in the freezer, and he brings her out when he wants something from her. Right now, she's not profitable for him. You know, now let's say that Carlos said, hey, yeah, I'm gonna put her on the show. I'm gonna put her on the show. Then maybe he would stop some of these other outside connections because, okay, the bag is right here in your own backyard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So why chase any further when that's going to be the bag right now? You know what I'm saying? So right now,
Mm-hmm.
she's not productive. She's not bringing in the kind of money that he's used to. You know what I'm saying? So he's out there
Yeah.
seeing what he can get. He's dipping and he's dabbling, and he's playing in everybody's playground. That'll let him play.
Hmm.
So hey, the more you have, you know, statue, the more you have, the more he's gonna really be interested. Sheree was a perfect fit, because hey, look, she looked a little lonely. She's easy on the eyes. She's already a reality TV star. She got her own crib. Her
Yeah.
ex-husband ain't tripping with her. Bob ain't tripping with her, trying to get back with her. So it was perfect. It was the perfect little setup. Hey, your storyline, my storyline. Let's mastermind. Let's build this up. But if they mess around in between time, that's just an extra benefit already to the little business deal. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, Ariana, yeah, she's gonna be upset because she can't help him make that bag. I heard her say she's coming out with a book. Did you hear that part?
The book we've been waiting for this book since how many years now? She see, I don't want to say this. I don't like always coming for people, but she's kind of slow because I looked at this. This
Mhm.
lady, Cassie Bloom, when she came on the show and people were blasting her for being friends with Arion and whatever. In how many weeks that she opened a YouTube account, started her YouTube channel, and because she was the hottest gossip at that time, so a lot of people were following her YouTube account. And now she has a YouTube account where she can be putting things. And because she's a big name, people will go and watch her video and she gets paid.
Right.
Arion, by this year, if Arion, since the year this divorce thing started, this season 2 or so, if Arion had opened a YouTube account, she even has a YouTube account. Because I remember there was a time I followed it because she said she was going to be posting things there. So I kind of subscribed to the YouTube account. If by now Arionne has been posting on her YouTube account, I am telling you, she would have gained a significant amount of subscribers because her name is always mentioned when it comes to Martell. She would have gained a significant amount of um, followers or subscribers
Mm-hmm.
and be making full cash.
Huh.
I, when I was listening to this, and I was like, when I was listening to that tape from Original Straight Chase, I was like, if this lady had put this rant that she was ranting to somebody else on her own YouTube, she would have made it big. She would have made it big. But you are enriching other people and still embarrassing yourself. Is it worth it? I wonder how she will feel because now everybody has watched the trailer. How will she feel now seeing that Martell is having hope? All his actions, even when he says he's annoyed, he's fighting. He still has hope that him and Melody will come back together.
Yeah, he is. He's
I wonder how she
really
will feel
happy.
because she's totally looking like a loser.
Yeah, I mean, but he would charm her and say, "Well, look, I'm still doing that for the storyline. So why you tripping?" Making her think that she's the stupid one. You know, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure he's charming. If you're in that desperate type of situation, you know, he probably could be charming. And that depends on how thirsty you are at that moment. But I don't see how anybody, really, to tell the truth, would be that thirsty for somebody. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's a million, what is it, 7 million people in the world. We outnumber the men. So maybe there's a man out there that will treat you right. You would never know if you keep staying with the same person. You never know, you know?
Exactly. That's the thing. Step out first. Step out. See
Yes.
how it is.
Yeah. Say
You can't
no.
see the sky if you stay inside your house.
Yeah, she said she changed her phone number. Change your locks, close your legs, leave them alone. See how far you get. Because God might be wanting to bless her, but how could he when you keep doing stupid stuff? I don't wish nothing bad on her, you know, but she's kind of getting what she deserves, because you're not supposed to talk to married men. And even if you didn't know at the time when you found out, you supposed to go. You know, I don't know. My mother always told
Uh,
me, don't don't love nobody more than you love yourself. You know,
anyway, yeah.
and I,
At
I
this
take that
point,
advice because if
mm,
nobody's gonna love you, who's gonna love you like you can love you?
mm-hmm,
You know, and like they said, there's no love like a father's love. Well,
yeah.
a wholesome father. We ain't talking about half of these whole bags that's out here. We talking about good, wholesome, old fashioned fathers. You know, because some of these new fathers, they're crazy. Something's wrong with them. You know, but you know, there's no love like a father's love. And that's even when you get married. You go off and get married. Nobody will love you. No man will ever love you like your dad does. You know, and that's true. I mean, I know I'm loved in my relationship, but it's nothing like your father's love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Your father is
uh,
the first man that shows you what a man is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a
Mm-hmm.
good role model, that's what you look for. A lot of women don't have that good role model. you
Yeah.
know so they got uncles and you know other people that step in, mom's friend, auntie's husband, or somebody in the family, grandfather, that step in and be that role model. Everybody doesn't get to have that. And it kind of makes me feel bad for Arionne, because I don't know, what her background is, you know if she had strong men in her life, before she got hooked up with Martell. But I think she was, when she met him, she was probably starstruck when she probably found out exactly who he was, you know? Because I heard something about, she had just moved to Huntsville and she was in school, and her friend told her, hey, Martell wants to talk to you. And so she gave her friend the number to get to Martell. Martell called her and said, hey, come outside. I'm sitting in my car. Let's talk. Like, first off, no, sir. You could be a rapist. You could kidnap people. You could want to sell my organs. Dude, I don't know you. I'm not going to go sit in your car. But see, that was her first mistake. Not to get to know somebody before you get intimate with them. Before you give them your heart. Most women need to learn how to leave their hearts at home.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When you're dating, leave your heart at
Mm-hmm.
home and come back home and pick it up. Cipher through how you really feel. Make a vision board. Weigh the pros and the cons of what you're about to do. Think it through. Because people are tricky and they're deceiving. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and once you get in that trap, hey, you're there. It's a vicious circle. You can spend years up in there just spinning around, building a web, a weave, and actually your own jail cell, because that's what it becomes, a jail cell, you know? And that's what Arionne built. She built herself a jail cell, and she gets visitations from Martell every now and then in the jail cell that she built for herself.
You
And I'm
know,
gonna leave that right there.
uh, I literally, I would say that I don't feel bad for her. For my end, I don't feel bad for her because she has gone to the extreme. But me seeing the fact that she can literally come in support of Martell after some of the things I've heard, then I'm weighing it with some of the things she has supported Martell and agree with Martell, and they are contradicting, as if she was just doing it to make Martell look like the better person. I just said it that, you know what, this is bad. And because I know that I'm watching this show from Nigeria. It's called it's Big Brother, but it's Nigerian version. I'm actually watching it, and there's this lady on the show. She's
Mhm.
literally she literally likes a guy in the house. Well, I don't know whatever arrangement, whether they were dating outside or whether they were friends to benefit outside. I don't know. But inside there, the guy is chatting up with other ladies, hiding her. Same thing Marcel is doing to Arion. Now, this
Mhm.
lady is going every time fighting up those other ladies. Whenever she sees them, she goes ahead on the fight mode, fighting them, getting pissed off.
Mm.
And I just saw the situation. I was like, wow, I just hope this lady I'm watching doesn't turn out to be Arion, because the guy told her, I want to break up. The next minute she's begging him. And I'm like, wow, this is
Mm.
bad. This girl has it that bad. I don't know how bad this is for her to be doing this. I thought about that. I was like, I don't want this girl situation to get to Arion, because Arion's own is so bad. and I shook my head. I played this tape this morning and I shook my head. I was like, mm, this is not it. This is not the life I wish for my enemy, myself. Talk more, my friend. But anyway, that's the life she chose for herself.
Yeah,
Well,
she
we'll be coming
chose
to
it.
our close, guys. Is there anything you want to just say to round up for?
Well, I can't wait to see the reunion first of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can't wait to see the new season, because I am so curious about um, the other male and what her and Martell gets into an argument about. It kind of sounds like she doesn't want to be in the middle of something, of a cheating situation. I can't wait to see what happens between Kiki and Latisha. And
I also
I'm
don't,
curious.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's gonna go on between Maurice and Kimmi. Because he's talking about more sex, more sex, more sex. We only do it twice a week. Like, okay,
So he
you
said
know,
twice a month.
oh, twice a month. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just curious to see what's gonna go on and how it's gonna play out.
And what me I'm curious to see is who is the lady that Martell wrote
Oh
to.
yes, on the trip.
I want to know who is that lady.
I don't know. That's a good question. That is a
And
good
then
question.
there are a lot of things that is happening in this season that will make Arionne flare up. A lot of it. Hmm. And these things are recent things because they just finished shooting like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So all these are recent stuff. So I can't wait to see her flare up when she sees all this thing, Martell bringing in a girl, her going in the morning, like, ooh, I literally can't wait for the new season, like for the second part of this season. I can't wait. I have missed them so much. As much
Yeah,
as I
I
hate
feel
to
that.
say it, I do miss them because Love and Marriage, Detroit is not really giving
No.
like that. And I don't know what happened to Love and Marriage DC. I don't know. They are not back. Nothing. I don't know. And I the last time I saw they were preparing for their reunion. I'm like, how
Mm,
did they cut
I'm
out the
not.
show? Did they scrap the show? Although I heard a gossip going around that the show, I heard a gossip that the show might be removed because it's the lowest rating.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
knows how any of that's gonna turn out. But
So
I don't. I don't
yeah.
know if Detroit Love and Marriage Detroit is gonna get any better, or we're just at where we're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But
But
right
they
now,
said Love and
Love and
Marriage
Marriage.
Detroit has been renewed or something.
mm, I don't know. But I know right
Well,
now, Love and Marriage Huntsville is kind of giving me a little life because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to
Yeah, I want to know.
know.
I want to know all the tea.
Yeah, all the tea. So I want to come for some people. Like I'm coming for a lot of people. I have my eyes on Marsau. I have
Mm,
my eyes on Marsau to come down on him hard.
mm,
I have my eyes on Marsau. I have my eyes on Maurice. I have my eyes on Martell. But I'm happy for my girl Melody. In everything I saw her, she was trying to be happy, having fun. She's not gonna allow anybody to stop her shine.
that's right. And she shouldn't.
As
You
she
know, she,
should, oh, as she should.
yeah, she's
As she
helping a
should.
lot. Mhm.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today on another chat. Don't forget to like and comment on these videos, guys. The more you like, the more you to recommend this video. And don't forget to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
You too. Talk to you later, babe. Bye.
Bye.